because you don't want to miss no content.
That's how you add everything.
Yeah, that's how you
then
do
you
it.
edit.
Then you edit.
Then you edit.
Yes, yes.
Yo, what's going on? Special edition of we chatterboxing today.
Chatterboxing.
Chatterboxing today. This is my big brother, Captain T.
Yeah.
Troy Smith. Some of you may know him. And I'm still Reggie. Nothing's
Still
changed.
Reggie Smith.
Nothing's changed.
Reginald Xavier, whole government. Reginald Xavier Smith, whole government name.
Senior.
Seen him when he was
It
born.
is the senior.
Yeah, it's a senior.
So we got a few things that we can talk about. What's on your mind today?
Hey, first of all, man, I'm thankful that I begged you to press record, but because you know what happened.
I think it was threatened.
So when we got here, I said, man, so when you gonna record? And he wasn't getting a hint. He wasn't getting a hint to like literally set up so we can go ahead and
Let's go
record
do something.
because it's not all the time that we're able to do this. Though,
True.
right?
True.
I live in a whole other city. It seems like it's in another state at time how far it is, but it ain't even that far though.
It's really not.
It's only 2.5 hours.
You hit that stretch of highway.
Yeah, just stretch of highway.
Yeah.
But I don't think he got the hint when I said, Reggie, you gonna go ahead and record?
Well, see, I got the hint. Right.
But you was really waiting it out.
My brain was on what was about to happen, and it like what's going on? Like you know what I'm saying? Like but we here.
We here now.
We here
and we're chattering.
and we chatter.
Yes.
Chatterbox.
Oh man, we sound so good on the microphone.
This is what we do. We if y'all heard me talk about me doing music and stuff, this is part of the reason that I got into music. My big brother heard him rapping, doing music. Him and Mystical.
And he said I could do it better. Look,
I don't usually lie when I talk about it.
he just said it. I done said it a couple times, but he didn't like agree to it. But I was like, yeah.
I mean, I was good.
And he is. He's
I was
much
good.
better. He's my
Yeah.
favorite rapper.
Yeah, I was good.
Yeah.
So, what we gonna get into today? We gotta.
Something brief. It gotta be nothing brief. I just want to tell you this though. This is why I
Talk
wanted
to
to
me.
record so much. I'm gonna look at you in your eye.
Let's
I'm
go.
proud of you though.
Oh, thank
and
you.
I'm so thankful that you are my brother, and we get to do. I get to see you grow and flourish in whatever you be doing because when you do something, you do it well. You don't do nothing half. You know, as soon as you say I like doing that, next thing you know, it turns
Yeah.
into something polished, right? Take a pile of doo doo, then you pile it up. Next thing you know, we got crap. Crap.
You gotta add the accent.
Wow, I thought that was just doo-doo. No, it's crap.
Yeah.
Okay,
Well,
but no.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, that's
man.
the truth, man.
I like to, like I tell the kids, I mean, when you do it, I mean, just do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it take me time, which you know.
Yeah.
It take me time to actually
Hey,
start
come
on
this way.
things.
Come this way. I think I need to go this way. It's a bridge is out, but just come this
Because
way.
I feel like I can get it done.
Yeah.
Without going the way everybody else going.
True.
Which sometimes it works.
Yeah.
But also later on in life, I realized it was unnecessary.
Yeah. But you do it good though when you do
Yeah,
get
thank
it.
you.
So it might be a bridge is out. You at least start building a bridge. And then you may complete it. And then you don't go across the bridge no more.
No, I be like, well, I got it done.
I did it. That's what matters.
That's
what
all I
matters the
need to
most.
do.
But
Yeah.
I did want to tell you that, man. Continue to be consistent in what you're doing. Continue to keep being focused on whatever your drive would be, man. And you're gonna be successful at that. Like I told you, I always looked up to you. I looked up to you at times. Now let me tell you, not looking up there.
No,
okay?
definitely not.
What I'm saying is that you encouraged me, man. You encouraged me a lot. So when I seen you do, like when you was, I always go back to it, but when you was a manager at one time at 18 years old, and you having these grown people come to you and say, hey, Reg, can I go take a smoke break?
Yeah.
You got 5 minutes. I'm like, this dude 18.
Because we got to keep the ball rolling.
But then I was in college going to school to do stuff to become somebody's manager. My brother was already doing it and didn't go to college at all. So it inspired me. You know, it encouraged me. And that's why I always try to help you, if I can, encourage you, help you get to where you need to be. Even if it's something a little bit here, I can just try to push it along to see you get there, man. So
And you do.
Kudos
and
to
you
it.
do help.
I appreciate
At
it.
least, again, me trying to do it on my own. It took me time to even really like ask him what machines to use for the podcast.
Why is that? Tell the truth. We
'Cause-
don't know. We
'cause-
let the world know.
Because I feel like asking for help sometimes
Yeah.
is like a weakness thing.
Oh.
So I feel like, let me figure it out. And then once I get there, I'll be like, see, I didn't need nobody. But the older I'm getting, I'm also understanding that you got to build that community, which just like you was telling me over there, I'm going to give you so-and-so number. My brain have the number, but I don't know how to build on to the connections I build because I feel like I just do it. I'll get there on my own. Don't worry about it.
And the older you got, you start to notice that I can get there, and it take me a while to get there. If I go with someone,
we
can
gonna
get
just
there
get
together.
it. Yeah,
Faster.
quicker, maybe even better. Able to show it to the world a little bit quicker.
You can go further. So like the saying says, go somewhere. If you want to go somewhere fast, go by yourself. But if you want to go somewhere far, go with others. And that's the important part. Go with others. If you can get there to use somebody else's experience, or let's say this, utilize, not use. Utilize somebody else's experience to help you get there and go further. You actually may go further and get there quicker than you thought you would.
Yeah, and again, older, yes. I think about even with music, when I was doing music, there are so many opportunities that was there. And I was just like, I don't need you though.
Yeah.
Not saying that I always use that need as a like, if you need somebody, you don't know what you're doing.
True.
But it's not necessarily need, it's just hey, we can do this together and end up. I turned down some things in music.
Yeah, we know that.
Yeah, we know.
We know the main story. Now that guy may be getting clowned now, but it would have been much funner. But it would have been a better situation if you were there with him on the way.
So I look back on stuff like that, but now I'm trying to let me calm down, because my wife tell me the same thing.
Yeah.
She like, you always go the hard, the long way for no reason. But
hey, sometimes some people like the scenic route. They like to see the scene and see the trees and see that there's no more. Does anybody live out here? there's nobody else here but me. Yeah, that could be kind of boring.
It is.
Yeah,
it is. Sometimes I found myself. That's where I am now. Even cutting hair right now, and I'm in that place by myself, and it was good in the beginning. Now I'm getting to a point where it's like,
I need some people.
I need some friends.
Yeah.
Because I don't have nobody to talk to.
Oh my, perfect. That's a good example. Have you ever watched, I know your kids are grown now, but have you ever seen the movie Legos with Batman?
Yeah.
And when they got a song when he's by himself, but when he was a superhero doing all this stuff, and he was by himself. He went home to the cave by himself. He went to go eat by himself, and it's like, I have no friends.
Yeah.
So what good is to be a superhero and have everything you want
if you ain't
with
got
no
nobody
friends,
there?
with nobody to celebrate with? You know what I'm saying? Well, I got two things I want to talk about before we get up out.
Yeah, let's go.
What made you want to get into doing barbecue or being a grill master?
So during my surgery process,
Okay.
I took time off.
Now, does people know about your surgery process?
Yeah, so
people know about.
People know.
Okay.
If you don't know, I had weight loss surgery. Right. So during that process of taking my time off at work, I'm just scanning through my cable TV.
Oh, cable. This is the only guy in the rest of the world that still has cable.
I was scanning through the channels, and I run by Barbecue Pitmaster competition show. So I'm just watching it, and I was like, I can do that.
Out the blue.
Out the blue. I was just like, I think I can do that.
Uh-huh.
And Teresa's like, what you mean? I think I can make a brisket. I've watched 2 episodes. I think I can make a brisket. So I got online, ordered a grill, and then I thought I just needed a grill. But then there's different grills, and now I'm just to a point where it's like, I get into that. I can do that. But also, I'm bored with my career.
Oh.
So that gives me something on the side to let me take my mind away from this for a second and just do something else.
Now that'd be interesting if you wasn't good.
What?
Would you be bored with your career if you were not good or successful at it?
That I don't know.
I think that'd be a question for anybody. Hey, if you're looking at this, whenever this is, I'm gonna put it out if you don't put it out. But would you actually be bored with your career if you were not good at what you do? Think about that for a second. Because people say they're bored with their career when they've actually thought they've made it.
I guess that's a part of. I feel like in my career, it's like I'm doing it it makes me money now.
Okay,
but there's in my mind, there's no level to get to. Although there's just nothing that I want to do. Like I don't want to do the stage competitions or and all that stuff. So I'm just cutting hair, and it's like I need something else.
Even though you can take that cutting hair to a higher level, possibly by charging different price by going to more executive.
I don't feel like and this might be stupid on my end. I don't feel right charging people more for haircuts. So like I just went up on the prices, and as of right now, unless something crazy happened, I don't see me ever going up again. So I know I can start to advertise to maybe cutting celebrities or cutting people like that.
Cut celebrity. That's crazy. I say that because of not a pause thing. The fact is that, you know, if Dave Chappelle started making $50 million, supposedly, and then everywhere he went, they say, hey, man, that's $30,000.
Yeah.
You're like, first it was just $15 before I came to the door. Yeah, man, but you making more money
You
now,
make
so
more
this
money.
cut, $30,000 a cut. So this might be thinking that when you said that.
But you know what's crazy? Side about celebrities, a lot of them don't want to pay you for haircuts.
They say, dude, by me showing I get my hair cut by you, you might get paid
gonna get
more.
something. We had a rapper come to town.
Okay.
They was like, hey, can you come to the hotel and cut me and the crew? Mm-hmm. All right, sure. Although I don't like doing traveling cuts. Sure. This is what it's gonna be. Oh, well, he thought that you could do it just on the strength of, oh no.
So you just be there, just
You want me to pack up everything?
Yeah. No.
Come to the hotel. Now, I did still end up cutting 2 of his bodyguards. They came to the shop.
But they paid you though.
Yeah, they paid me. They came to the shop, got cut. Now I mean, I do know who cut him. Eventually, ended up cutting him, but
For free? You don't know.
I don't know.
You never know.
I don't.
But that's the whole point of the celebrity saying, because you cut my hair.
Yeah, it'll look a certain way for you, but no, not on my end. I don't do that. But yeah, I'm just kind of bored with I still love cutting hair and I love what I'm doing, but sometimes it's just like, and then I think being in that studio by myself kind of
true,
adds into, man, I need something else to do.
So that's where the brisket came. But you had the weight loss surgery, knowing you can't eat none of this.
I can't even eat. I still can't eat certain stuff.
But you doing that.
So the little bites I take on camera, that's usually all I can eat.
That's how you do it for the day.
I take about 2 or 3 bites. I'm full.
Look, y'all got some secret stuff now. If this ever hits the light of world,
no, it's coming out. Yeah, it's coming out.
That's okay. So that's one thing. And so you got into it. Say I can do it better. I can do that. Not just do it better.
Yeah, I just think watching them episodes, I'm just laying in the bed. I think I can make a brisket.
Yeah. So then you say you want to do something else when you was laying in the bed, recuperate. You say, I think I want to. Well, you said a lot of things.
I'm about to say at that time there was like I called mama because at first I wanted to actually go to culinary school.
Okay.
I was like,
but guess what though? You actually been cooking. We just talked to our kids about. He been cooking for us for a long time.
I like cooking
because he was the default as the middle child, right? That's the talk. The middle child always, if he's so if my mama said, if our mama, this is my real brother in real life.
Yes.
If our mama called her, when you're in a single parent household, your mama may say, "Hey," and that "A" could be for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Bring me something to drink.
Mm-hmm.
Me and Marcus just look at each other. Hey! And then Reggie, being tired of hearing it, he just gets up and go do it. Mm-hmm. So when it came down to it, when they came down to cooking something, hey, he go do it. Mm-hmm. I'm hungry. He go do it. Mm-hmm. But guess what, though? Let me tell you what we was eating, though. Straight up flour and water, making bread.
I'm about to say we made
That's
bread.
That's nothing paste in there.
We made pancakes.
Pancakes out of bread. Out of flour and water. Biscuits out of flour and water. Mm-hmm. Everything was just flour and water. I mean, that cannot be healthy at all, dog, when you think about it.
No, not at all.
No.
But it's just all sugar just stick in your body.
Look, that with syrup on it might be a biscuit and a pancake. Yeah. I mean, I just seen it because Miss Butterworth. But still, I mean, so he been cooking for a long time. So you thought you go to culinary.
Yeah, so I was wanting to do that. And then I called UT because they got one at UT. I called them. I emailed them, talked about it. They was like, but our classes is only Tuesday. They was Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. I'm a barber, though. Mm-hmm. So that ain't going to work for me.
Yeah.
So flipping through channels, I came across that. I saw people cooking. I was like, your mama actually said that. She was like, you don't need to go to school to cook. Just start cooking.
Just start cooking. That's right. Look at that. That's your mama.
And that's all I've been doing. I mean, I cook for the household anyway.
Yeah.
So adding the grill to it and the smoker is just, now we just doing other stuff. Yeah, you know what I mean? And I've never been a barbecue type of guy. I mean, I would do burgers,
neither one of them,
hot dogs and stuff like that.
Ain't nobody talking about no pulled pork. Hey, give me some grilled turkey. And
ain't nobody doing all that. But now I'm trying to do it all.
Squeezing the juice out of it. Look at that. Ooh.
Cuts by Reggie. Make sure you follow
like the Dano porno or something. Oh, look at this. You see this?
Yeah, it looked good. And then I started watching people on YouTube, and I'm like, you know what? That looked good. They would squeeze the meat, even though they say don't squeeze the meat.
Hey, Pause. But either
Pause. But they say
squeeze the meat.
Don't squeeze
the meat.
Don't squeeze
Then I did my hand like this. What's that about? For what? Come on, man. Squeeze the meat.
That's what they call it, muscle memory. Muscle memory. Muscle memory. It went right back to it.
That's bad, dog. Bad. Yeah.
Damn, that's what I'm doing, man. And that's my week. They call it a weekend warrior. When you don't do competition stuff, every weekend you're in the back, you just grilling.
Yeah.
So
that's nice.
that's my goal. That's my hobby right now. I don't want to say nothing else, but that's my hobby right now.
And you did the music thing and all. So as we know, I mean, when you go back up, when you go back to your food stuff, you was like, when I say he was a manager of a local restaurant here at 18, 17, 18 years old. Everywhere he's gone, he's been a leader there, and not without happening. He's like a de facto leader. He just, hey, would you do this? And he just, I do it, and do it well, man.
Yeah.
So kudos to you, man.
Yeah, appreciate you.
I'm proud of you, dog.
Thank
And
you.
I like that. I like the fact that my brother. I say that myself. When I see my brother now, Cuts by Reggie, like he said, when I see him doing what he was doing, I'm saying that's my brother. I knew him. I grew up with him. That's my guy. You all right?
Yeah, making sure it was recording. Sometimes you have memory cards that.
Oh, it's about done.
No,
we
we
about
good.
done. We
No, we
about
good.
done though.
Yeah,
but,
we good.
but I'm just glad to see. I'm just glad I get to spend some time with my brother. I mean, I'm glad when we do music. I love the fact that when I did a song or something like that, he would be on it. I could say I'm gonna get my brother on it.
Yeah.
When we do, so when you had this apparatus set up, I gotta record something with him.
Gotta do something
before he go. Before I go, I'm going home. Before he,
okay,
I want to do something. Yeah,
just going home.
I want to do something with my brother on the strip of the doing record. So I want to make sure we had something
down
in history.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so I was there when he did it.
Yeah.
Because you was on my podcast. I did it before, but we had to do it virtually.
Yeah.
During the COVID thing.
COVID was a fun time.
It was an interesting time.
Interesting time.
A lot of people
think
made
back
a lot
on
of
it
money.
now, and it's like,
Yeah, they back on it now what? That you made it?
you made it, but it was crazy times. Like, just in the sense of like, we would go to the grocery store and they'd be like, spray your bags and stuff like that. Just thinking about the stuff that that we had to go through at those times. And I couldn't work for 6 months.
Oh, look, yeah, that's right. And you definitely work on by the job.
Yeah.
Yeah, you had to do some Underground Railroad type stuff.
Yeah. We figured some things out. But in the beginning,
meet me in the crawl space.
in the beginning, when you didn't know what was going on,
Yeah, oh, that's
and
true.
other people didn't care, I lost a couple of clients at that time because they was like,
You know what's funny? Because it was like, what? Go ahead, finish it.
but they was just saying like, you can't cut me. Like,
Yeah,
no, fam,
yeah.
I don't know what's going on. Now looking back on it now, you might want to say,
No.
well, shit happening.
No, bump that.
But I'm saying,
Yeah.
I didn't know what was going on. Cause I could just come to your crib. My house?
With the call?
You can't come to my house.
You bringing death to the
You can't come to my crib.
Dude, you gotta tell us you gotta tell us about that though, real quick, about how when you say you sick or something like, and I done talked to you on the phone a couple of times when someone say, hey man, I know you might be sick though, but can you still cut my hair?
Yeah.
How that make you feel
No.
when somebody do? I mean, hey man, I know you might be on your deathbed, but can you say you still get fit
And
in?
it's funny because I said that to my wife the other day. Like, you could be going through the most traumatic thing in your life. Somebody will call you, hey man, I ain't gonna be able to cut this week. Death in the family.
Yeah,
I'm in surgery.
yeah.
So you're not gonna be in none.
You're not gonna be here at all today.
So you not here today.
What about tomorrow?
Fam, I won't be in this week. If I pay you more, you think you
That's what I'm
No,
saying.
I'm not gonna be there. But they don't. Which, hey, I'm glad I got clients that's like, yeah, but I don't want nobody else cutting my hair.
Yeah.
But they don't give a damn about what you got going on.
That's almost like
whatsoever.
when my wife say, "I got you tonight," and then the whole day I'm thinking about tonight, right? I'm
And then
going the
all
whole
of a
day,
sudden-
all of a sudden say, "Hey, I'm not. No. You said so. We ain't
And then-
gonna.
hold
we
on,
ain't gonna do nothing
let me
today."
ask you this real quick. Why, as men, right? Don't ask for much
Yeah, not at all.
at all.
Don't get in trouble though.
That's just,
Don't get in trouble though. Both wives are around, and we record. So go ahead, finish your thought though. This might be good for content.
the one thing.
That's it. Just one.
But when you, because you gotta ask for it.
You got
right?
to.
So when you ask for
Do
it,
you have to? Okay.
Yes. But when you ask for it on day one, right?
Uh-huh.
You get a no, right?
Yeah.
You ask for it on day two, it's like, Is that all you think about?
Yes.
I mean,
I've been doing this for a long time. I've been doing this for a very long time, and that's all I think about. I've noticed that. That's all I think about. I want to roll over and just smoke. Yeah.
But if you get the apple, you might not have a taste for the apple. The next,
You might not.
you might not. But if you get it,
Not too bad.
not too bad.
Hey, can I have another
Can you
one?
get some more of that?
Can I have another one of these? Yeah. All right. Squash that. All right. Look. So we're gonna move on from that before anybody get in trouble. This right here, I gotta ask you before we dip.
Yeah,
This
what's
is
up?
fun. I love blaming my brother.
Yeah,
doing
this is nice.
But you gotta talk. I want to know what your thoughts on Cassie and P. Diddy case. Right quick. I'm putting it on the line right now. We put it right now. We're trying to go viral.
So look, this is my thing on Cassie and stuff. I don't know, right? There's a lot with the trial.
Uh-huh.
Some things have came out that Cassie agreed to, but like, cause there's a thing about. I'm gonna just start with the drug use, right? And it was like Diddy got her on drugs, and then but people like now they like, yeah, but he tried to get her off of drugs. But if you introduce it to her in the wrong way,
Did he introduce it to her?
that was the word.
Because did Bobby get introduced to introduce Whitney to drugs, or did Whitney introduce
No,
Bobby?
Whitney introduced Bobby,
But we found out about that when?
later on.
After when she
After
yeah, all that.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But but
okay.
just because let's say she enjoys the freak off.
Right. She said it.
She said she
Not like
enjoyed it.
just saying
So
we
let's
seen
not
it.
say it.
Yeah. Not
She
allegedly.
She enjoyed the freak off.
Yes.
Right? Just because she enjoyed this freak off don't mean she want to be in part of all the freak offs.
But the data shows she said, I can't wait to the next one.
She might not be able to wait to the next one.
No, she said, I can't wait
That's what I'm
until
saying.
like meaning I want to do it
Yeah, the next
again.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then she said also that, hey, I want to do this to make sure that he didn't do it with nobody else.
Right.
It's a whole lot of damning material coming out. At first, it come out to say he made me do it on my time of the month, and then you got wait, what? Before you, can I show you this? It says that. Are you at that time of the month? You say yes.
Yes.
He says okay. We do it another time. You say no. I'm good.
Well, now you caught up in something.
But you got two things to worry about. You want to do it, or if you don't,
You don't want to do it.
If you don't want to do
If you don't want to do it,
you ain't got nothing to worry about. But if you want to do it, you got two more things to worry about. You got two more things to worry about.
But I understand that. I understand.
Yeah.
But you also you get to a point where if she was forced into it, right? Like maybe she don't want nobody else to happen to her. But now she done got hooked on the life that you forced her into in the beginning. Now she just used to it.
She forced. Got it.
Just used to it now.
She
So now
forced
you just
into it.
what they call it, Stockholm?
Yeah, oh God.
I just wanted
as
to
your
say
boy
it 'cause it
said,
was on
don't
there.
hit me with the Stockholm
I just wanted
syndrome.
to say it because that's
Don't hit me with the Stockholm. Don't bore me with that. But look, the whole point is Diddy's on trial for RICO charges, criminal enterprise ideas, all that stuff. But right now, it's looking like someone else was in part running it.
yeah.
What if it backfired?
Well, see, I don't get the RICO because there's only one person on trial.
That's one person on trial, racketeering, all the other stuff.
Yeah.
And there's nothing showing about no trafficking. It just shows a domestic type issue.
So
We're not on trial for that.
even with all that going, I do think they only gonna get him on like some prostitution shit. Like
Who? Him or her? I mean, what I'm
no, I'm
saying
talking about in
they
the sense
said
of him
probably
flying
paying-
people in.
but he didn't pay for it. From what I've seen, it showed that she was the one choosing the guys and paying for them, and the dudes on trial, the guys that had come show up, allegedly, not allegedly, it said that hey, she the one paid me.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get paid by him.
But this is also not a trial for Cassie and Diddy,
It's not
though.
just like it
It's-
wasn't a trial for Megan and
That's a
Tory
whole-
Lanez.
that's a whole-
But what I'm saying is,
yeah.
they brought that. So what that Tory Lanez thing was about him having a gun
Correct.
in California.
Correct.
Their main witness was Megan because he supposedly shot her with the gun.
Right.
He lost. I was surprised he lost. So
I'm not surprised he lost.
Oh yeah.
Only because if there's evidence showing that somebody else did it,
Mm-hmm.
you're on trial.
Mm-hmm.
but you also say, nah, that person didn't do it.
Oh, you see.
You shouldn't have said that.
He said that?
Yeah.
And he testified to himself and said that?
He didn't test, but the lawyers was like him talking and doing what he doing.
Yeah.
Because he still was dropping music. He was still
rambling. And that's right. He was
saying
he's doing too much.
If there's evidence showing that Kelsey did shoot the gun, whether you aimed it at her or not.
No. Oh, the other girl.
The other girl.
Yeah.
So if it's evidence showing that she did it, but then you say, I didn't do it, but she also didn't do it. It's only 2 people
left in the car. And the bodyguard, the driver didn't show up.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a big witness too. He dipped out.
He was a big, well, I think Tory's lawyers.
Trash.
Terrible.
Trash.
Because they were saying, not Tory's lawyer, but the other people was like, we have other witnesses, but we have to prep them. And Tory's lawyers was like, nah, this is going to stretch the trial out a little too long. So, nah, we good. Let's wrap it up.
So do you think P. Diddy going to get off on?
I think he's going to serve some time.
He already served it. You think he's going to get time served?
Yeah, I think he's going to get time served. He not going to be in there for long, though.
Yeah.
No.
I'm just starting because
he's not going to be in there for long.
If it's going to be an 8-week trial and they got something on him, they would have showed it now.
So
the first week should have been the straight bomb.
That's why I think they don't have nothing.
Right.
Because I think Cassie is they big because there's video of Cassie getting beat. There's
that one video.
But it's still there. It still exists.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think they banking on showing that to the court and saying, see, this is what he do. But I think that should have been later on, like after y'all kind of, but they setting the stage for, you know what I'm saying, like, this nigga crazy.
Yeah, I think they could say he crazy, he's freaky and nasty and all that stuff, but that's not what he on trial for. He's on trial for that. So just like when Cassie said, if you don't get rid of this video, she said that she actually threatened someone to say, I will have you killed.
Yeah.
So that's why I was talking to my wife about. It's funny that how people, if it is beneficial to you, it's all good.
Yeah.
Like abortion is all good. It's not good. Not saying that, but abortion, I'm coming. Okay, now abortion is not good if it ain't got nothing to do for you. If it all of a sudden it's okay if you have to do it.
Yeah.
Just like when it come down to, I can threaten somebody and do all this other stuff. Okay, but now I just I mean, it's not beneficial to me no more. So I feel bad that I feel somebody made me do it.
Yeah.
You used the benefit and power before, but now it's not beneficial. So I'm going to back out, and I didn't want to do it, and he made me do it. I think,
but he did. He groomed her in the beginning.
Oh God,
he groomed her in the beginning.
Everybody get groomed when you're at a certain age, but when they doing this all good until you not want to do it, now you groom me.
Yeah,
it's almost like Shannon Sharpe. Shannon Sharpe was so green. Shannon Sharpe was that's a simp.
That's just stupid.
Shannon, cool dude and all that, whatever. That was a green move in regards to that girl. Sound like she was recording you. That's the thing about Shannon.
That. So
I would have been like, "Why you change your voice?
Why
like
you talking like that?" She like, so what are we doing again? You said you were gonna. You said, fam, it sounds off.
I'm gonna call you back. Click. Something ain't right. Why you talking like that?
She ain't never sounded like that.
You gonna choke me, right?
Yeah.
At 4:30. Yeah.
And
he like, I'm gonna choke you in public one more time.
Dude said, what if I choke you in public? How that look? Big black man choke.
Don't choke me, Shannon.
But if you move that way, I mean, hey, he got caught up in that.
Dog. Super
young
green.
One too.
Greenback. He's a greenback.
Hey.
Well, anything you want to ask before we go, man? Anything you had a thought about as a host?
Oh man, I was unprepared almost.
We're never unprepared. We're always ready to go.
Unprepared? No, not really. Like, okay. Have you been paying attention to any other battle raps going on right now?
Hey, so the last that with Big Sean them and all that.
Yeah.
So so Reg is my person. I speak and ask questions about music stuff. I would like to know. So the guy from Devon or whatever, the guy from TDE? Rayvon. He's the one. Now his verse was dope.
Yeah, he was fire.
Then Joy, I think another podcast said it best when it come down to regions.
Yeah.
When Joey Badass was rapping, it didn't seem. I guess his region or where he's from.
Yeah, where he from?
He sounded like he was cooking them.
Yeah.
But I'm not from the West Coast, and that dude
was bop.
It was killing it.
Yeah.
I was like, that's dope.
Yeah.
So what they beefing? Is it because Joey Badass went after the West Coast people?
So pretty much.
Okay.
So at the beginning of the year, Joey Badass dropped a song called "The Ruler's Back."
Okay.
So it actually starts in January.
Okay.
He calls out Kendrick because he really wants to battle Kendrick.
Right. Which Kendrick, he better be careful. We see what happened when somebody calling Kendrick out. He ain't saying nothing.
And he ain't saying nothing. But again, just like they did with Drake, everybody was like, Kendrick's picking a good time to go at Drake because Drake was on tour. But Drake tour was ending. Mm-hmm. Joey calling out Kendrick in the middle of the tour. His tour don't end until like September or August or something like that. So right now calling him out and he don't respond quickly, because nowadays you gotta respond quick. If he don't respond back to Joey, the online minions will be like, Joey won. You keep calling him out, right? But Joey made the Rulers back. He called out the West Coast. He aimed at Kendrick, J. Cole. J. Cole's not responding.
J. Cole just smart now. He like, I'm not saying nothing. And he better not say nothing.
I think he should.
He better not say nothing.
No, look, so he's in a lose-lose situation.
Regardless.
He
should have stayed.
Because if he responds to Joey, it's gonna be like, oh, but what about Cuz?
That's all it, you know what do hit you in your mouth, right?
if somebody calls you out and you don't respond, you still look crazy, because it's like, so you just gonna let this nigga just stomp all over you. You know what I'm saying? But Joey just set the tone for battle rap, for the competition. Daylight responded, then Rayvon came out. And then they did the Cypher, which is the Red Bull Cypher.
Oh, so Red Bull Cypher was last.
Yeah, the
those two verses and things like that was before the Red Bull thing.
Nah, the Cypher came, and then Rayvon responded again.
Okay.
And then Joey responded.
Okay.
Now you got Reason jumping in, which Reason did a great job, but no one cares about you.
It's almost like it's like Big Sean. Unfortunately, Big Sean, he get left behind regardless.
Every time.
Big Sean can rap to me.
He
really
can
like
rap his ass
Yeah,
off.
yeah,
But
yeah.
the only thing about Big Sean, and it started with the Control verse, because it was Big Sean's song. And then Kendrick just called out everybody in 2013.
Which he wasn't
2012.
talking, like Big Crit said. He didn't even diss him on it.
He
just
didn't
basically
diss
said,
nobody. He was just
Yeah.
like, this is competition.
And he even said, I got love for y'all, but I'm trying to murder y'all.
Which is, I've done songs with other people just like that, where, hey, let's go at each other on this song.
Yeah.
Not in a like, I hate you type of way.
Like
but,
the Cypher did. The Cypher,
Yeah.
they went at each other a little bit right there.
and that was
laughed.
cool. Everything's cool. And that's why this rap competition right now I actually like, because I don't feel like it's gonna get to a pedophile or a woman beater and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Which, if it's just strictly rap, I think it's good. The only reason I think it's gonna fall apart, because it's gonna end up being a bunch of people that nobody cares about rapping
They
at each
don't,
other.
and nobody cares.
Nobody cares.
Like, no, I don't. I'm not gonna lose any. When Drake and them was doing all that, I was up all night calling
Yeah.
Reggie.
Yeah.
And then we on the phone and Reggie say, "Dude, he just dropped." You know what I'm
Because
saying?
that was the two.
Yeah,
that was the two titans going at each other.
Right.
Right now, this, like, when it was Kendrick and Drake, and that beef was so big, they gained new fans from it. The casual listener's not caring about this right now. The hip hop in me, I'm on it.
Yeah.
I'm listening to her. I want to know everything.
Right.
But if you not, most people don't even know who Reason is.
No.
A lot of people don't know Joey Badass.
No.
And that's the biggest one in there.
And that's what's crazy. I didn't know this guy was even. I only heard a couple of verses that he been on.
Yeah.
Song. I didn't know he actually was a person. Like, I'm not a person, but like a person like need to be known about.
Yeah, no, he gave us his album 1999 back in 2000 and whatever, which great album. But then he went to acting.
He did.
Yeah, he
What
acts
is
on
his- what is his-
he acts on Power. He's on Power.
Okay.
But he's a bigger actor than he is
Oh,
a
wow.
rapper.
I
And
would've
still,
I probably
people,
done seen him and don't even know who he
yeah,
is.
you don't know who he is. But
What's his real name? Travis Joner or something? Joner or something?
shit,
like
I don't
that?
even know his real name.
Because
to tell you the
I bet if I knew his regular name, it's like people that probably don't know that. I remember when I went to the movies one time and Tyrese was singing, and I watched the Floyd Mayweather fight in the movies back in 2007. So when Floyd came out of retirement, fought Marquez, whatever, they had it in the theaters, and Tyrese was singing the national anthem. You know, we know Tyrese from R&B.
Yeah.
And then one of the little white kids said, "When did Tyrese start singing?" I like, God, this dude done been in the movie so long. Nobody remembered he was an actual. Nobody knew Ice Cube.
People said that about Will Smith when he just came out.
Yeah.
They was like, you get comments like people like, oh, it's good to see him trying something else.
He should stick to music. Like this dude was a rapper at first.
He's the first rapper Grammy winner. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, but yeah, the whole battle thing is it's gonna eventually fall apart because again, Drake and Kendrick, they set the tone. So when they was going back and forth every day, or in them 3 hours or whatever they was doing, it was exciting. Now you got Joey Badass from the north from the east. You got 5 different rappers from the West Coast.
Nobody's gonna show up to the fight.
No one cares.
It's like what that dude was when what's that dude Bobby Shmurda selling tickets and he's selling 5 or 6 tickets.
That's sad though.
And you got millions of followers, only 5 people buying a ticket.
Yeah,
dog. That's interesting.
It looks a way.
It looks a certain way.
But no one, this is gonna fall apart eventually. Everybody's waiting for Daylight to drop though.
What, a turd? He be doing antics. It'd be so crazy.
He do extra stuff. He used to do it a lot more. He doesn't settle down.
Because he probably 50. How old is this dude?
But as probably about 40, 50. But as a battle rapper, and I love battle rap, it's gonna be interesting because he made a song a couple weeks ago where he was already predicting Joey Badass lyrics. Joey Badass in the cypher was doing all these Daylight flips and they was cool. But if you go back to the song Daylight dropped a couple weeks ago called Backpack, he was saying, you're going to say this, you're going to do this, you're going to say da-da-da-da-da, Daylight. I'm a battle rapper. They already been used. You know what I'm saying? Oh. So to the fans that's just now hearing the flips, they like, oh my God, he's going crazy. To me,
you done heard it.
They don't.
We know he done said. We done said he was gay. He not gay. Whatever that type of stuff, all that stuff. Do all this. Like tell me I don't know.
It's already out there. It's gonna be interesting to see what he say, but I don't think if they start dropping too many tracks, it's gonna be like, all right, cuz just wrap it up, call it a day.
Which we about to do. We're gonna wrap it up right quick. But I asked you this last bit.
Go ahead.
Is Kanye done?
Yeah,
he done.
Yeah,
like nobody takes him serious no more at all.
No,
like, they just like
He put out an album drop and it only sold 6,000 copies first week. And I usually don't even care about.
Is it because it wasn't under his name?
That's a huge part of it.
Yeah.
I still think if it would have been under Kanye, it would have done better than 6,000. Yeah. But I don't think it would have made a dent in anything because it's still out and nobody's going to it, even after they found out that it's under Donda, which is interesting.
Well, man, hey, shout out to Mama Lou. It's Mama Lou boys right here.
Yeah, we are.
Shout out to Knoxville, man. Great place to grow up. I'm out of there, but a great place to grow up. Shout out to my brother Reggie.
Yes, sir.
Straight up, and his podcast, and also the other podcast with Late to the Party with Doty, right?
Yeah,
I'm Doty.
Shout out to my dude Doty, man.
Shout out to Doty. And then also, and go follow me at Troy M Smith 35 on all social media. YouTube, Mostmoto 365, MOSTMOTO 365. And I'm grateful, and I'm proud of my brother, though. So
I appreciate you.
Much love, man.
I like this little 30-minute conversation.
Yeah. 38 minutes and 11 seconds.
Yeah, we good.
Yeah. Well, hey, I guess we ended. Ta-da.
Thank you for listening to Chatterbox, and I'll catch y'all on the next episode.
Peace.